A very good morning or good afternoon to our respectable lecturer, Mr. Isai. My name is Zhan Zhenlong and my mention number is UDC 180139. So, e-commerce is consist of the purchasing or selling the product or service through the electronic system. And nowadays, e-commerce has become a very significant option for many businesses as there is a lot of companies they want to developing their online store. So, the report we will mainly study e-commerce and trace how is the development of the e-business in Malaysia, especially from the year 2019 and 2020. We also based on 5 articles from different topics to study each problem statement and also another 4 elements. Nowadays, the e-commerce has become a very important tool in handling different types of business activity, and this technology is getting rapid development and adopted by the most of the business in the developing country, for example, Malaysia. So, with the development of the e-commerce in Malaysia, it changed the way of the organizations to carry out their daily transactions. But in 2020, with the arrival of the global pandemic COVID-19, it caused many of the parties fail to work normally as according to the Recent Movement Control Order (MCO) by the Malaysian government. With the MCO, some of the small and medium-sized businesses has shown about 50% decline in their profit, and some of them has switched to the digital channel for their company and also the online delivery of the service as a way to maintaining their business. So we can see that e-business in Malaysia is growing rapidly and the number of demands among the consumers is also increased rather than the years before.
For the problem statement, first of all, the problem statement for the status of e-commerce application in Malaysia is the security issues has seemed to be the main barrier to the implementation of e-commerce. Secondly, the problem statement of the use of e-business in the agriculture sector shows the firms in the Malaysian palm oil industry can be labeled as traditional firms due to passive approach in utilizing e-business. Third, based on the study on online shopping in Malaysia, the problem statement is stated Malaysia has high potential for online shopping, but there is still a lack of understanding regarding the subject. For the fourth article, the problem statement of the study of e-shopping intention in Malaysia shows the generation gap between Generation X and Y has the moderating effect on the relationship between perceived benefit, website characteristics, and online shopping intentions. Lastly, based on the study of the adoption of e-commerce in Malaysia, the problem statement is the difficulties facing the small and medium companies in Malaysia. Moving on to the objectives of all these articles, to start off, the study of the status of e-commerce application in Malaysia was aimed at identifying the level of e-commerce usage among Malaysian business organizations. Next, the objective of the study of the use of e-business in the agriculture sector shows how is the use of e-business in Malaysian palm oil industry in the face of globalization. For the third article, the objective of the study on online shopping in Malaysia is to establish a preliminary assessment, evaluation, and understanding of the features of online shopping in Malaysia. Furthermore, the study of e-shopping intention in Malaysia is aimed to better understanding the factors that influence the online shopping intention. Last but not least, based on the study of adoption of e-commerce in Malaysia, the objective is to evaluate the adoption of e-commerce and the different factors and barriers that will affect the e-commerce technology in Malaysian SMEs.
Moving on to the methodology, based on these 5 articles, there are many methods that can be used to collect data. The first article is the study of the status of e-commerce application in Malaysia. It used 2 methods, which are survey research and questioning. Survey research is to utilize both primary and secondary data. Questioning is used to identify e-commerce applications were used by the respondent. Next is the study of the use of e-business in agriculture sector. It uses case study to analyze the specific issues within the boundaries of a specific environment, situation, or an organization. The third article is the study on online shopping in Malaysia. It used 3 methods, which are the Pearson T-square to determine the relationship between existing online shopping and demographic variable, independent sample t-test used to compare the mean difference between current online and non-current online shopper, and the Pearson correlative matrix to assess the degree of correlation between potential online shopping and online shopping issues. The fourth article is the study of e-shopping intention in Malaysia. It used 2 methods, which are questionnaire and Likert scale. Questionnaire is used to collect the primary data for this study by surveying, and Likert scale is to make sure the level of importance of the other factors that were thought to have influenced consumer online shopping intention. And lastly, the study of the adoption of e-commerce in Malaysia. It used interview to collect the data for analysis in order to evaluate the barriers that hinder e-commerce adoption.
And I will present the result and finding of the 5 case study, which is the first one is the study case of status of e-commerce application in Malaysia. The result shows that email is the mostly used for communication, and the Malaysian organisation does not ready to invest heavily in e-commerce. Other than that, the finding of the case study shows a similar result from other study in adopting e-commerce in either developed or developing countries. Next study case is use of e-business in agriculture sector. We found that the use of e-business in agriculture sector, such as in palm oil industry, has failed. It is because e-pom focus too much on the letter E in the e-business. They also lack of strategic management, which they cannot overstated the importance of it. For the case study of online shopping in Malaysia, we found that majority of non-user of online shopping still lack of confidence and trust in purchasing online. They also lack of awareness on the benefit that they can be gained through online shopping. Thus, this will give huge demand for online retailer to buy. Furthermore, on the e-shopping intention in Malaysia, we found that the factor that influence e-shopping intention, which is perceived benefit, website characteristic, and perceived risk. We also know that Generation Y are more focused on website characteristic and pricing factor rather than Generation X. Last but not least is the case study of adaptation of e-commerce in Malaysia. We found that the security and legal issue and unauthorized hacking to credit card information are the most reported problems. Not only that, it shows that Malaysian shoppers are not willing to reveal confidential credit card information, and they do not complete their payment, and then they check out. That's all from me. Thank you.
First of all, the study of the status of e-commerce application has shown the Malaysian organisation were not ready to invest in e-commerce. So the suggestion to solve this issue is the government should set up a think tank to look into ways to encourage the homegrown e-commerce players and develop a domestic policy to respond to that. Next, the use of e-business in the agriculture sector has shown that there is a lack of strategy management due to some organisations are facing high uncertainty when operating a new business environment. The team should use the effective strategy planning to ensure the organisation and business partner understand the technology that being used and charting the progress toward implementing a business. Other than that, the finding of the study of online shopping in Malaysia show that majority of non-users of online shopping in Malaysia still lack confidence and trust in using the internet to purchase goods and services. Thus, the online retailers need to ensure that the online shopping process in their website is designed to be easy, safe, simple and convenient as possible for online consumers to shop online. Then, the study of e-shopping intention in Malaysia has shown Generation Y place greater emphasis on the website characteristic and pricing when shopping online compared to Generation X. The government should educate the public about the benefit of online shopping. For example, the government should collaborate with famous retailers in Malaysia such as Mudah and eBay to enhance the awareness of e-commerce. Lastly, the study of adoption of e-commerce in Malaysia state that the most reported problem that associated with e-commerce application are linked with the security and legal issue. So the country should provide a prosperous environment for implementing the e-commerce with special government terms and conditions that regulate and protect by the government. That's all for me. Thank you.
Alright, now, what is Internet technology? Internet technology is where data is transferred from computer to computer and from network to network using packet switching technology in a suite of Internet protocol known as TCP/IP, which is two most important protocols. Internet is also used by the whole world, not only to communicate, but also to help enhance understanding by searching for information and to help companies operate on a day-to-day basis. Enough for that. Now let's focus on the importance in making e-business successful. Internet plays a significant role for business as it helps e-business in the operation of online business process. These e-business process include buying and selling product or services, servicing customer, managing payment, exchanging knowledge, and many more. Furthermore, the internet provides huge benefits in communication of a company. Internet is the best way for a company to communicate to clients, customer, and most business organization uses high-speed internet to increase their development. Moreover, the company using internet to collect their customers' data and buying habits, which is used to create marketing strategy based on the analysis. This will then lead to an innovative and creative online business model for the company. Lastly, relationships with customers through internet are very important because it will build a strong network while doing business activity. Broadly speaking, the e-commerce is continuously progressing and is becoming more and more important to business as technology continues to advance, and it is something that should be taken advantage of and implemented. Thank you.
As a conclusion, e-business can help us to expand our business to the national or international market. It also can simplify the business process with more faster and efficient. E-commerce also provide users with more options and also quicker delivery of the product. With the example of the COVID-19, we know that how is important about the e-commerce and how it can bring the benefit for our life. That's all for our presentation. Thank you.